Thanks for watching Lessons in Minutes with Jaylee. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
We're going to take a look at preparing journal entries for a cooperatives business. And I'll be using a past paper question for this. And it is May 2011, number 6A. So just part A of that question. And the question reads, 50 housewives in the Goodlands community started a buying cooperative. On May 1st, 2009, they each paid $6 registration fee and agreed that each member would buy 25 shares at $10 each. You're asked to prepare the journal entries to record the monies collected for registration and for the shares purchased. Now, in order for you to know the value that is collected for registration fee, you would have to look at the number of housewives. So there are 50 housewives in the cooperative, and they pay $6 for registration fee each. So each person pays $6 for registration fee. Now, if that is the case, it simply means that what the business generated from the housewives as registration fee would be the number of housewives times the $6 registration fee, and that would give us a value of $300. So registration fee generated there is $300 for income. Now, we're going to look at the journal entry for that. And here we go with the journal, and we're going to make the entries for the first item there, registration fee. Now, the business collected this registration fee. So it therefore means that the receipts and payment account is debited. Remember, in the previous lesson, I mentioned that they do not use a cash book. What they use is a receipts and payments account. So the receipts and payments account would be debited. And of course, that would show the $300 that they generated as income from the registration fee that each member paid. The registration fees generated there would be a revenue to the cooperative. So therefore, that is a credit entry. So outside of you knowing that, yes, receipts and payment account is debited, so therefore, the registration fee is credited. The reasoning behind that is that registration fees for the business is a revenue, and this is why it is credited. So our item to be credited is registration fees, and the value to be credited there is $300. So we have completed the journal entries for the registration fees. And now we're going to move into looking at the shares that the members have purchased in the business. Now, there are 50 housewives. Each member, it specifically stated that each member would buy 25 shares at a cost of $10 each. So we need to bear all that details in mind in doing our calculation. So our calculation for that is the 50 members each purchasing 25 shares of 50 times 25, and then we're going to multiply that by 10 to get the value of the share capital that is generated. 50 times 25 times 10 give us a value of $12,500. $12,500 is what is generated for share capital by the purchase of the shares within the business by the 50 housewives. Now we're going to make that entry. The shares that were sold, that is share capital, and that's an increase in share capital. So our share capital account will be credited while or receipts and payment account is debited. And of course, we're going to enter the debit item first. So receipts and payments account is debited with that 12,500. And our share capital account, and remember, don't forget that you're to indent the credit item, share capital is credited with the value of 12,500. And that's all for this question in looking at the journal entries for a cooperative society. So remember, we use the receipts and payment account because that is what they use instead of a cash account. Remember, it's a non-profit business, right? So therefore, they don't use a cash account. And the registration fee is a revenue there. So therefore, an increase in that would warrant a credit entry. The sale of the shares to the 50 members would cause an increase in the share capital account, and that is why the share capital account is credited, and or receipts and payments account is debited.
Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.